Hey guys, welcome back to Think Beautiful, the channel where I discuss the debacle that is Meghan Markle with her With Love as If cooking show. Oh, this was the final episode, episode 8. She should have just stopped at 3. She didn't have enough for 8 episodes. That was so obvious. Anyway, this episode is a nothing burger. If I ever saw a nothing burger, no disrespect. She did have Alice Waters on. That was just at the start. But then I guess it just all became about her and celebrating her new chapter, which probably doesn't involve Harry. He just doesn't know it yet. Anyway, Alice Waters, I didn't know who she was. She is a restaurateur. She has the restaurant Chez Panisse. I guess that's how you say it. She is credited with kickstarting the whole farm to table movement in California. Good on her. I guess she's like the OG. I guess she's someone that people look up to. That's great. Maybe having Martha Stewart on the show would have been too obvious. Megan obviously just wanted to go someone similar, but still with as much credibility. This woman seems to fit the bill. So, I mean, I learned something. That's fine. She made a quiche and just a basic lettuce salad with a vinaigrette. Now, I'm sure the quiche is amazing. I'm sure it used to be a big hit. And who doesn't love a quiche? This is the quiche. Now, this is on Megan's Instagram. Tell me there's no filter on that. Give me a break. That thing is orange as Megan's face. What has she done to that? Just leave it how it is. This is meant to be authentic. It's meant to be, showing your real self, and look what you've done. So that's a debacle in itself. It's way too yellow. Anyway, she uses this opportunity to get praise from Alice Waters. Alice is a lovely, lovely lady. Don't get me wrong. But everything Megan does, she just seems to love it. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on or what she knows about Meghan Markle or what she doesn't know about Meghan Markle. So there she is with her vinaigrette. And look, it's a very basic, but I guess it's just classic, can't go wrong. It was just lettuce. There was a lot of discussion about lettuce. Oh, there was a whole conversation about lettuce. I don't hate lettuce, but I don't need to see a conversation about it on Netflix. People are paying for this. I'm paying for this. Hang on, I'm paying for this. Why am I paying? That's not right. I just realized that I'm paying for this, you guys. I have a subscription. Oh my gosh. But there you go. I'm an idiot. I'm paying for people to talk about lettuce and I'm tuning in. So there's something wrong with me as well. Clearly, yeah. Anyway, they were way too excited about it. We do get to see a bit of Megan's real home. When I say her real home, I mean her chicken coop, where Harry probably spends most of his nights. They have all kinds of chickens. They are rescue chickens. I feel like we heard this before. I remember seeing Oprah in the chicken coop. That was disturbing. So Oprah's not around because Oprah's not friends with her, so she didn't get a ticket. Anyway, they pick up. Oh, Megan collects some eggs, and Alice is very impressed by how yellow the egg yolk is. See, it's just not interesting, is it? Even when I try and say it, it's just not interesting. Megan also shows us how to gift wrap. Oh, wow. You know, it doesn't really even show us properly, to be honest. So people that didn't know how to gift wrap, they still don't know how to gift wrap. Her tip is use double-sided tape. I don't care. Anyway, I wouldn't be giving that many people presents, she's giving her jewelry. This was for Alice Waters. Anyway, it doesn't matter. This is one of the chickens. How interesting is that? It's a fluffy chicken. Okay. What else can I tell you? They then decide, or Megan decides, to have a brunch outside. She says having a little celebration brunch outside is so easy. Outside because it's just so easy. I'm sorry, but having something outside is actually not easy. Inside is much easier than outside. Do you not agree with me? So I don't know what she's talking about. All kinds of other things going on outside that you've got to worry about. Putting food outside, it's not easy, Meghan Markle. Maybe easy when someone else is helping you or planning the whole thing. So anyway, all these people come over. These are her besties, okay? This is her crew. This is her family. This episode is called Feels Like Home. So it's all the peeps that she loves. We even see Doria. You're going to see Doria in a minute. Of course, we see H. Oh, why does she call him that? Harry makes an appearance, a fleeting appearance. She tries to dress like, I don't know, Cinderella or something. What is this? Maybe she turns into a pumpkin at midnight, probably because she loves food so much. She of course has a whole buffet set up outside, which of course needs tags and menus written up, and she likes to just do it all herself. That's what she's been telling us the whole 8 episodes. She just loves to do everything herself. Guys, if anyone tries to do everything themselves, you are going to burn out. This is not a good tip. So she writes it all up on a menu. Of course, it's in her calligraphy. Of course, it is. She has to incorporate that into this show somehow. She actually does it quite a bit. She does labels on everything. That would just be a nightmare, just doing labels on everything. Oh my gosh. I wouldn't even be able to read the menu anyway. I would be like, but what is that? What is that letter with a tail that's all swirling around? What does that even say? Just like the trademark office couldn't understand her her swirly writing. She of course wants to sell product, right? So we're at the pointy end, you might say. She's got to get her products out there. So we have the the shortbread cookies first up. Here she is. Now she's not using her own mix. So I guess it wasn't created when she did this show. I think it was a very late addition. Maybe she watched the show and incorporated it at the end, or maybe she added these bits later. Maybe this is what she added. I'm thinking this might be what she added. But anyway, they're shortbread cookies and they have flowers like all over them. Like not even flower sprinkles, like real flowers. It's just too much. It's OTT as usual. But she says, even if you want to use a box mix, that's fine as well. I heard that loud and clear, Megan. I heard that. We know you've got one. It's on your website. We haven't seen the price yet. I'm sure it's overpriced. So there they are. I mean, okay, they're pretty, but just too much with the flowers. Just stop. Please stop. She then also cooks up some crepes. Surprise, surprise, she has a crepe mix as well. You could call it crap mix. Maybe that's the way to pronounce it. She, of course, throws her strawberry jam all over it as well. Does that surprise you? No, because she's also selling that. Oh, in a commemorative box. Oh, commemorative box. What does she call it? A keepsake. Who's keeping a keepsake? What for? Oh, there he is. There he is. Now, I just for a second thought that girl on the right was Eugenie. Just for a minute, I was like, is that her? That would be weird. But no, it's not. It's not. I think I know who it is, but I don't know her name. Is she the one that went to Wimbledon with Megan? Wouldn't know. Harry here looked like he's had a few too many bacon sandwiches, I'd say. He'd put on a bit of weight here, definitely. He didn't say too much, and who even knows what was going on with them at this time. But yeah, he made an appearance. The only other person I knew here was Kelly. Everyone else, I don't have a clue. If you know who they are, let me know. But I probably don't really care. So actually, don't worry about that. That's okay. I don't need to know. They're all her besties. So I'm sure they're not interesting. And yeah, they just do a big cheers to Megan. Cheers, Megan. And she just goes on about, she's learning and this is her joy. So lots of those words. Not too many words of community in this one, which was a nice change, but she just replaced it with learning and joy instead. it was just all about Megan. This episode shouldn't be Feels Like Home. It should have just been the Megan show. Like, I don't know what we're choosing to exactly. I really don't think this episode was necessary. Sorry, Alice, but you probably could have been squeezed into another episode. I think we could have done without this one. Look, we got all this. Like, this is just nothing. What is this? It's not even their house. It's just, oh, is that all the people she had there? I thought she had more than that. I think there were a few more than that, but that just looks like no one showed up. Surprise, surprise. I'm sure she's going to be merching all of these glasses. Probably that big, what is that, like an ice bucket thing for the champagne. She had some rosé in this episode. So I did think to myself, oh, probably there's rosé coming. That would not surprise me at all. I think this might have been the merching show. I think that's what was going on here. Harry didn't seem really into it. I don't think he really wants to be on TV. I think that's what that was about, to be honest. Yeah, so basically, we're all done. This was the last episode, thank goodness. Now, overall, I would just have to say this series, in my words, okay, this is my summary for the whole series, completely unwatchable. Unwatchable. The only thing that was good was Roy Choi. What episode was that? Was that episode 3? Episode 3. That was the oh, gross. I don't know why I put this picture in, you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. There was actually one of them kissing, and I did not put that in because that is disgusting. You might be eating your breakfast, and I don't want to be responsible for that. But let's get back to the summary. Unwatchable, apart from episode 3. Completely nauseating. Okay. Meghan Markle is hysterical, I would say. She's honestly 1 minute away from just falling into a puddle on the floor sometimes. She loves the praise. Her friends just dish it out to her constantly. That's why she's friends with these people. Let's be honest. They don't stand up to her, they don't give her any critical feedback. It's just, wow, Meghan, you're so great. That's why she gravitates to these people. That's the end of the story. They also have no clue in the kitchen, so she can easily feel superior to them. I do actually feel like after watching this whole series that she has a superiority complex. That's just my opinion. And unfortunately, being a duchess, I think, has only exacerbated that. She likes to feel better than everyone in the room. And I think that's why I like the Roy episode because she knew she wasn't. And so she just went along with it. And that is the first time I've seen her take a back seat. So, yeah, that's another reason why episode 3 is actually worth watching. It was so boring otherwise. Every episode was boring. I couldn't wait for the timer to be up. The cringeometer was off the scale. She is just, she's so, I wouldn't say nerdy. Nerdy would be too cool. She's just stuck in a time warp, absolutely. And she's corny. I would just say she's so corny. Like, she'll say these jokes, they're like dad jokes, basically, but they're just Meghan Markle jokes. She also takes herself way too seriously. Way too seriously. And it's hard to watch because of that. And Netflix, if you're listening, the music you chose for this series was awful. Made it even harder to watch. It was just as corny, but it was just like, I know Megan is like early 40s, okay? But the music just made her seem even like in her 60s. Like, it was just wrong. Who are you pitching this to? Maybe you know what you're doing. I don't know, but that made it worse for me. I found. Again, episode 3, there was some beats and stuff going on. So I don't know what you guys did in episode 3, but you should have kept that going the whole way through. So, overall, this series is not worth watching. Just forget it. Meghan Markle should not get anything else from Netflix. This has to be the end of the road. If she wants to now push her as ever brand, go for it. Let's just see what happens. I'm not going to be buying it. I really hope you guys are not going to be buying it. I don't think you are. I don't think you'd be listening if you were going to be buying it. So, let's just see how it goes. How much money do her fans have? I don't think they've got that much. Certainly the TIG supporters don't have that much. They were all young girls, white young girls. I don't think they've got enough money to be spending constantly buying stuff off her website. It's not going to happen. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much. If you have watched all the episodes on my playlist, I really appreciate it. This was a hard thing to do. It was like a marathon, and I'm so glad it's over. Please, please, please like and subscribe. If you feel sorry for me, please like this, okay? But yeah, I will keep an eye out for more Meghan Markle news, and I will be bringing it to you. So thank you so much, you guys. Bye.